So here I am, continuing to connect the dots in my thinking out loud on thoughts on coronavirus land and the potential for economic calamity and some worst case scenario, changing the fabric of society completely. And my thoughts turn to anything we can do really to I don't know if prevent is quite the right word, because we're on course for it whether we like it or not. So we can't prevent it in many respects. It's a sliding scale of from worst case scenario. We'll have this situation continuing for months and months and maybe beyond the 12 months and into a year. Or as Boris Johnson said yesterday, we might have broken the back of it within 12 weeks, which is a kind of best case scenario for me. Anyway, moving on. It's another day, another thought. I listened to John McDonnell on the radio today, the Shadow Chancellor. I don't really have any political affiliations. I don't necessarily feel at home with any of the party's policies at the moment, but he's talking about the potential for... We're just getting joined by the family here on the River Ardo. He's talking for the potential maybe even of something as drastic as universal basic income, of which I am an unashamed fan. Connecting the dots with some of my other thoughts on making mass redundancies and throwing people on the dole queue in their hour of starkest, kind of bleakest need. Surely, as opposed to having potentially thousands, tens of thousands of workers depending upon a £97 a week universal basic income, which is a basic income which is barely livable, makes people destitute, creates a ripple effect of people unable to pay rent, mortgages, food, basic subsistence. Is there not a case for keeping people in employment and, quoting the Prime Minister again, if the employers look after their people, the government will look after the employers. So there you go. There seems to be an appetite from Parliament, certainly from the government, that could be the direction of travel. And all I want to say is that can only be better than what looks to me like a very, very dystopian future of having tens of thousands of people out of work. Because if you've got tens of thousands of people out of work, then I'm going to reach my inside pocket here. And this is a point that seems to pass so many capitalists by, is I don't have any contents in this. It's a wallet. It's fundamental. If people don't have any money in their pockets or in their bank accounts, then there is no future for producing services, goods, manufacturing, cars. The ripple effect of the Chinese situation is their production lines are ground to a halt, which is at least causing a 3 to 6 month impact on European car manufacturers sourcing parts, which causes a ripple effect, domino effect, more accurately, on the economy. People don't buy cars if they don't have money. Not that people living on benefits and a very basic income would ever allow that anyway, but the point is, I'm an advocate and a supporter of something resembling a universal basic income, because this is looking to me, certainly, like the swan-song of capitalism as we know it, and I think we genuinely are moving into a post-industrial age where there's going to be a significant balancing of the lack of equity in society, which has prevailed over the last arguably 100 years or more, and it's got worse and worse and worse, the inequity, since the global financial crisis. From my reckoning, one of those ducks are coming home to roost. It's not the correct description, but I'm sure you get the gist of it. Perhaps I'm affected by the cold wind. Just want to get some more thoughts out there, just connecting some of the dots. Signing off on another little video think. Maybe see you the next time. Thank you.